So this morning, starting off rough, 2:30 in the morning. My girlfriend starts saying a few things that we didn't say goodnight, and I didn't say I love you, and I was half asleep. 2:30 in the morning. I get up at 2:45, so I was just like, time is it? Like, I don't know. I was just really out of it. I was very tired, and she was just kind of, saying some things, and I was just like trying to get my last little 15 minutes of sleep, but I couldn't. So I ended up just leaving out to the living room, and I was like, you know what? Well, let me start with my routine then. And so I started with my routine. I went outside, I grounded myself, I gave prayers, meditated, and then she came back out. And she was still upset. She was still like telling me certain things, and I was just like, hey, like, it's, I don't know, for me, I don't like to go at it or deviate from my morning routine. Like, I don't like to do anything. I don't like to have conversations. I don't like to talk about anything. Like, it's my morning routine, because that's how I create the man that I am today. Meaning, like, I have to spend that time alone. I have to go within my own mind. I have to, like, reflect, raise my vibration, and then I'll go out through the world now with my own vibration. Now, not with an empty, low vibration, letting the outside fill me in on whatever they want. So, of course, I was vibrating low. I was barely waking up. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Like, why it was, like, such a thing. But I try to keep cool. And then I ended up losing my cool, because it was just like non-stop, and it was like, like, I just lost my shit. And I was like, it is like 3:10 in the morning. I don't know, 3:05, 3:10 in the morning, 3:15 in the morning. And I was just like, wow, like, what's going on here? Like, this is like, it just threw me off. It lowered my vibration. I got very angry. I got very emotional. And we both lost our cool, and I didn't like that I felt like that. She made me feel, and I'm normally very stoic. I don't fucking just feel. I like to stay in control, but I lost my control because I felt. She made me feel, finally, after like all that stuff. And I was like, all right, let me go to the gym. I took off at 3:30. No, I meditated still for 30 minutes, went back in there. I also apologized. And then I went back to the living room, and I meditated for another 15 minutes in complete silence. I was just going within, because I was like, I always say this, and this is something that I just learned, that if you don't reflect, you project. So I was like, man, like, what the hell just happened? Like, what the hell just happened, bro? I was like, it's 3:30 in the morning. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Not used to that. So I reflected 15 minutes, just complete silence, just within my own mind, and just thinking, like, okay, what's going on? Like, and then after that, I took off at 4:30 to the gym. Went through my workout. I did a long back workout, shoulders workout, biceps too, and then at the end, abs, really long abs workout. And normally my workout, my routine raises my vibration. I'm good, I'm ready to go. But even throughout the workout, I was just like so out of it. And it's because I stepped out of my character. And that was that karmic debt coming back to me. And I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, I just felt like shit. And I was trying to raise my vibration, but I stepped out of character. And my vibration was so misaligned. It was low. And so I pushed through the workout, and then, I'm vibing low still. So it's not raising. It's there. I was getting a pump. I got a pump, but it still wasn't enough. So I get out. I finish. And I'm like, let me go into the sauna, bro. Because, like, It's that inner talk, right? Like you guys gotta talk to yourself. That you gotta have that positive mindset, that positive inner dialogue. You gotta talk to yourself nice or firm, and you gotta call yourself a bitch if you're being a bitch, or you gotta tell yourself that it'll be all right. Just work on yourself, and you got this. So I was just telling myself, bro, like, what's going on? Like, you need to work on yourself right now. You need to raise your vibration, because I understand everything goes by law. Nothing happens by accident. So I understood that I needed to raise my vibration. So I was like, okay, let me raise my vibration. Let me go in there. Let me reflect more, right? Because I like to reflect a lot. I don't like when people, I don't want to say when people make me, because no one can make you, but I don't appreciate, and I don't like, and this is why I like being alone. This is why I appreciate my alone time, because that's peace. And peace is the biggest and most rewarding thing that anyone can have. Inner peace. When you have nothing, but you have peace of mind. That is the most beautiful thing. And so for me, I love my peace that I've created since I was a kid, when I suffered a lot being separated from my parents. I learned to be in peace and love myself even when I had nothing. So I was like, I need my peace. I went in there and I was reflecting. It was so crowded. It was so crowded in the sauna. And I just went in my mind, deep in my mind. I played a song to get me in flow state. And I remembered all the shit I've been through. Going back to, a lot of times I just let it guide me. Like, I'm not even thinking about something. I just let it guide me. And it guided me to when I was 10 years old, the very beginning, when I got separated from my parents, and being alone. Just being alone, being very emotional, having that traumatic, emotional trauma of just being so young, being 10 years old, not knowing why out of the nowhere now you cannot see your mom, and now you just cannot see your dad, and like not really understanding what's going on. And I kind of went there, and I placed myself there as a kid, as a 10-year-old, when I was all by myself with my grandma, my sister. And in all reality, I felt like I was just alone, straight alone. My grandma would go back and forth a couple of days. And I don't know, just at that moment, it reminded me, like, you've been through so much shit. You've become so strong. And this is the thing. Most people use those events to anchor them. Oh, people have hurt me, and I've been through this, and my mom didn't do this, and my dad didn't do this, and like, but for me, I went deeper. I go deep into this shit. Like, I was like, bro, look at what you've been through. And I was like, I go into these events, these moments, to find strength. This is the difference, right? From a lot of people, they go into these events to feel self-pity, to feel, the anger, the sadness. For me, I go into these events that I can play in my head to find strength, to heal myself when I need healing, when I need strength, when I need that extra push, when I'm not feeling good. I go in there and I remember what the fuck I've been through. And I started raising my vibration, and man, it was crowded. I started crying. I was just healing myself. So beautiful. I was feeling so good. And I was realigning myself, raising my vibration. And it was very deep. It reminded me that I had to heal myself first so that I can help others heal. And it's a superpower. Once again, you going through this craziness, all you people that are going through crazy shit, all you people that have been through the worst, you guys that have hit that rock bottom, you guys that have like literally suffered so much, you guys are the most dangerous. You guys are the most dangerous. You guys can be extremely powerful, but you must learn to align with that superpower that you have. It's a freaking superpower. I walked out of there feeling amazing. I was feeling good. I cried. I healed. I elevated my vibration. But it was deep. Why was it deep? Because I take it deeper once again. I didn't just think me, like most people. Oh, me. I didn't think I was alone. I thought, fuck, imagine what my mom went through. Bro, what my dad went through. Like, they love me so much. Like, imagine what they went through. Like, that shit gets me fucking emotional. Because it's like, it's not always about you. It's about the higher purpose. And they wanted to give me that American dream. And they wanted to keep me here. And they had to suffer. They had to go through their own shit. And I go in there to heal, and I look above me. I look above my own story. I know it's not just about me. I know I wasn't the only one suffering. I know it wasn't just my own thing. Like, they suffered. They made a conscious decision that said, where we live right now, it's fucking crazy shit, and I don't want my son and my daughter to live like that. I want to give them the American dream. I want to give them an opportunity. And they left us here so that we can have that American dream. And so I don't hold anything against them by thinking, oh, they didn't love me, they left me, I was always alone. And I went, once again, I go deep into this. I mean, you're talking about all junior high, all high school, always being that one that doesn't have his parents. Always being that kid that is always alone. Always that kid that can't go to places. Like, I went deep in that shit and I healed. Because that gives me strength. And most people will never understand that because they use it against themselves. This is your superpower. I'm telling you, when you learn to harness what has happened for you, not what has happened to you, you're gonna learn to become powerful. And this was a big reminder for me, because once again, if I was feeling low, if I was vibrating low, whatever, like, I cannot depend on someone to make me feel better. I cannot depend on someone sending me a text or giving me a call or telling me something. I understand that if I want to heal and if I want to raise my vibration, that's on me. It's all me. It's always on me. Why? Because everything's already inside. All that you seek, that validation, that love, that respect, it's already within you. Meaning you have to give it to yourself before anyone else can give it to you. The world is not as it is. The world is as you are. So once you change the inside, the outside starts changing. It's all about the perception. It's all about the moment that you're in based on the thoughts that you're thinking about. Meaning, if you're looking at the same thing, but you're thinking positive about it, you're going to feel good. But even if you're looking at the same thing, but now you're thinking negative things, but now you're gonna feel bad, right? Like, you are in control, really. And this is what really changed my life back in 2021. Everything comes together, right? But I've healed myself so much. And once I actually, invested in my first mentor, and I learned about mindset and how powerful mindset is, it was a complete game changer for me. And it allowed me to have control. So if you're going through some tough times, man, like, I'm telling you, just stay strong and don't give up. Heal yourself. Don't expect anyone to do it for you. You do it for you. Let's go!